Yes, please have a seat. Please. You left a voicemail message yesterday. Yes, you want to discuss the terms of the contract. Well, I have to start off by saying that since we delivered on what we promised you, the grace period is over. Yes. Oh, there's just a few things you'd like to discuss. Very well. Oh, I see you have a copy of the contract in front of you. Yes. No, I don't need a copy. Yesterday, when I got your voicemail message, I made sure to memorize the contract that you signed. So let's just go over anything that you might be confused about. Yes. Oh, I see. Well, the contract is very clear. Everything spelled out. You sold your soul in exchange for a new car. We provided you with that car. I'm afraid we can't give your soul back. Oh, that's not what you want to discuss. I see. Okay. What is it exactly? Oh. I think I see the problem. You're a little confused. Now, if you take a look at paragraph 27, subsection B, you'll notice that the definition of a new car is plainly spelled out. Less than 100 miles on the odometer. No previous owners. Obviously, dealerships do not count as owners. That is also spelled out. And under paragraph 28, section A, it is also spelled out that the new car will be from a Japanese manufacturer. I personally delivered your new car to you 3 days ago. And honestly, I don't see what the problem is. Everything in the contract regarding the definition of a new car was met. Your odometer, when I dropped off the car, had 81 miles on it. That's right. Oh, I see. So you thought the car might be a Toyota or Honda or maybe a Nissan. Well, yes, those are all Japanese car makers, but so is Mitsubishi, and that's what you received. So, again, less than 100 miles, Japanese car maker, brand new vehicle. Well, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, but the year that the car was made was not spelled out in the contract. I'm sorry if you thought you would be getting a 2021 model. Yes, we gave you a Mitsubishi Mirage from 2016, but the vehicle of a new car under the contract. Yes. Less than 100 miles. Japanese manufacturer. No previous owners. And again, dealership does not count as an owner. Oh, you thought you'd be getting a better vehicle. Well, yes, I know it's rated as the worst new car that someone can buy in America. But that's rather subjective. And the issue with the Mirage is that it doesn't have a lot of features, or, well, it just doesn't have a lot of features, that's true. Well, I mean, you have an automatic transmission, you have air conditioning, a radio. Well, no cruise control, that costs extra. Well, that wasn't part of the agreement, as you can see from the copy of the contract that you have in front of you. Now, I'm sorry, but you signed it. And, well, that's it. You signed it. We delivered your new car to you. A very handsome red color. Yes. Yes. Oh, well, if you want to waste your time hiring an attorney, he'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. We kept our end of the bargain as it was spelled out in the contract. If you didn't like the terms of the contract, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have signed it. You have a new car, and we have your soul. It belongs to... Well, what's the matter? You don't want me to say his name out loud? Well, I don't understand. What's wrong with saying his name out loud? His name is Steve. What? No. Are you insane? Do you genuinely think I would work for Satan? No, not Satan. You sold your soul to Steve. Yes, Steve. Well, Steve is a client of mine, and he's a very wealthy one. And he bought your soul in exchange for a new car. No, Steve is not some rich nut job. Let me explain. Let's see, what's the best way? Okay. Let's say a brand new nightclub opens up, hottest place in town. You got two average-looking guys walking to the front door. You think that bouncer is gonna let them in? No, of course not. Now, let's say you get one average-looking guy. He's walking up towards the door, but he's being escorted by four young, attractive, hot women. Do you think he's getting in? Of course he is, and so are the women. That's how it works. Steve, well, he's not a very nice person. He's done some things, some pretty terrible things, in order to get his millions. And he's worried that he's not going to be able to get into heaven. So, Steve goes around finding good people such as yourself and Steve hires private investigators to check people out before offering them a deal for their souls. Well, yes, you could say Steve kind of collects them. That's right. Last I checked, along with your soul, that makes it 23. He has bought 23 souls off of good people with good hearts, such as yourself. Yes, he currently has 23. And Steve's mentality is, when he dies, and he's in front of those pearly gates, he's gonna get into heaven, because he's not just there by himself. He's got 23 beautiful souls with him. It's like the guy who goes to the nightclub. He's average looking, but he has maybe 4 really hot young women underneath each arm, or 2 underneath each arm, and he walks in and he's like, "Hey, can I get into the club?" Bouncer looks at him. Then the bouncer looks at the 4 hot, scantily clad young women he's with. Guess what? All 5 of them are getting in. That's Steve's mentality. If he dies and he goes to heaven, he's gonna show up there with his 1 ugly soul and 23 or more really good ones. Oh yes, he plans on buying more. Yes. Well, hey, nut job really is an ugly word, but I'm an attorney and he pays really well. So, yeah. I mean, personally, I don't think that sick, sadistic bastard is getting into heaven, no matter how many souls he brings with him, no matter how many good souls he has underneath each arm. But, you know, if you tell him that, I'll deny it. So, yeah, you did not sell your soul to Satan. You sold your soul to a miserable bastard named Steve. He owns your soul. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen when you die. Who knows? Maybe you'll still get into heaven without a soul. Then again, isn't it usually the soul that goes to heaven? Look, I don't know. I'm not a priest. I'm a lawyer. Heck, I'm hoping to get into heaven. I haven't been too bad. At least as far as lawyers go. And as for you, well, a deal's a deal. You have a new car. Steve has your soul. Sorry if you don't like it.